Eventually, it will sink in. This man is not to be trusted. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Ba'Hakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakatum. As you can see here, Trump administration still asking Supreme Court to block SNAP funding order. Okay, so this is not them saying a whoopsie. Okay, well, nothing we can do. The government shut down. No, he actively does not want you to have it. Okay, at a time where groceries are at an all-time high, at a time where people need their money, because they're gearing up for the holidays. All right, he's hit you at the worst possible time. This is the time where people get their sense of mirth out of the year. Okay, the October, November, December time. All right, and look at what you have going on, man. Okay, it says amid efforts to end the ongoing government shutdown, the Trump administration has informed the Supreme Court that it intends to continue seeking a stay of a lower court's order requiring full payment of SNAP benefits. As the court ordered him to pay it anyway, but he's going to the Supreme Court saying no. Look, it says timeline of the legal battle surrounding SNAP benefits funding. It says the administration is currently seeking to undo hundreds of millions of dollars in SNAP benefits that went out after the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which operates SNAP, told states Friday afternoon that it was working towards implementing November 2025 full benefit assurance. And so the Department of Agriculture that controls it said they was going to do it, and then Trump is coming back and saying no, they're going to undo that, man. All right? And so do you see what you have going on here? Okay? You have to work like a dog, work 60, 70 hours a week now. Okay? Just to make ends meet. All right? A lot of you single mothers out there are struggling. All right? Full of pride, can't go back to your baby daddy. All right? He hit all y'all with that, man. Student loans this year. Okay? And while they get filthy rich, Elon Musk is about to cross $1 trillion on paper, but you out here struggling, man. All right. This is Jeremiah 22:13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, and useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work. Okay, that's wicked to enlist the work of a man and then not pay him. Okay. And that's all the American economy is. Okay? Is that you work, you pay these taxes, you pay this interest, and then don't ask no questions beyond that, man. But there's no end in sight. You can never pay anything off, you can never own anything. And they're watching them, their riches, their wealth hit all-time highs, man. So this is more hypocrisy on the face of this guy, because look at what else is going on. All right, I'm making this quick. See if I can go back to it. Look, Democrats fume after some break ranks to back GOP deal to end the shutdown. So they're saying the government might not come back online, man. Okay? That's currently the rumor, that the government might not even reopen at all. Okay? And so what's going to happen? They got something called the continuity of government. You look that up. There are particular people that's just going to rule anyway, regardless of any kind of legal paperwork status or anything. They're going to rule anyway, okay? And so what does that look like? But look, it says Trump pardoned Giuliani. So he's giving out pardons to all his homeboys. He's giving out money to Venezuela, okay? He's floating pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell as well, too. But he knows that's going to be too unpopular to do it right now. But give it a year, that guy's going to pardon her as well, man. Okay. So he's done the complete opposite of what he said he was going to do, man. Okay. Does it not say in not Amos, Salakia, in Amos when I was on here? Okay. Proverbs 1:11-1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. All right, and there's no just weights here, man. Okay, every dollar you make, he's already made 100, 1,000 off of you. Okay, and We kept telling you this, man. Last precept I'm gonna end it on. Trusting in politicians. If it's not painfully obvious by now, you're probably just gonna die, man. You can't get it. You know. As a matter of fact, it said a lot of you wouldn't get it. If you go to been going to this a lot as well too. Romans 11. Salakia. Last two precepts I'm gonna end it. Romans 11:6. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. See, you were blinded. That's why you thought, even though Trump lied to you multiple times, that this time he was going to come through, because there's a spirit of blindness on you, man. You just can't get it. All right. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children that saith, the Lord Yahweh that taketh counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. This is what you want, man. You don't really care about following the Lord. You want this place to continue. All right. That's why you're crying out. Okay. It's not because you people are righteous. All right. If you were crying out in righteousness to the Heavenly Father, we would be delivered by now. But you're crying out for goodies, man. Okay? They're not even goodies. They just taste good, or they feel good for a few seconds. And then it starts to destroy you. Okay, like everything else. Verse 2. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, and to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay? It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. A lot of you Northern Kingdom looking stupid right now, man. All right, because he's rounding you up, embarrassing you. Okay? He's packing you and your kids up, man. Shipping you back after you voted for him. Okay? Because these ICE guys, they don't give a damn about no green card, no visa, none of that. They probably don't even know how all of that works, the immigration stuff. They're just grabbing your ass up. Okay? You look like a so-called Hispanic man. You got a couple tattoos. That's it. Okay? It says, verse 4, for his princes were at Zoan, and his ambassadors came to Hanes. There were all ashamed of a people that could not profit them. Okay? This was never going to profit you, man. They made you feel good about poverty, man. They made you have joy into never owning anything. Okay? And to relish in a death spiral. Okay? It says, nor being help nor profit, but a shame and also a reproach. All right, so this is what you get. Again, we about to be on day 40 now, you know, this shutdown, while this nigga gets to walk. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to end it there, Lord willing. This is edifying. On to the next. Shalom.